Hey everybody, Lindsay here, and this is my review for Morbius. I was not going to see this movie, let alone review it. But my friend pretty much dared me to go see it and do a review for it, so here we are. First of all, I don't want to just heap a bunch of shit on top of this movie that's already been heaped upon it. I mean, it's gotten a lot of hate. So I'm gonna talk about why I didn't like it, but I'm not gonna go hard, okay? First I'll talk about my overall thoughts, and then we'll get into spoilers, because there's some stuff in this movie that we have to talk about because I just don't understand it at all. But we'll get there. My overall thoughts on this movie are that it was not good. There are several problems with it. It doesn't make sense. Jared Leto's performance just seems very bland. Plot elements don't make sense. Mid-credit scenes don't make sense. Nothing makes sense. And it's not that it did any one thing terribly. It's hard to describe this movie as awful. It's just, there was nothing there. There was nothing there. Very formulaic, even by superhero movie standards. For me, this movie seemed like an hour-and-a-half trailer for a bigger movie, because that's all you saw was just little trailer snippets of a larger story. There was so much missing from this movie.
Michael Morbius. You've been given a gift.
And the friend that dared me to go see this movie and then do a review for it, we were talking about it, and he said, they had almost 3 years to fix this movie, and I think it's the opposite. I think they had 3 years to fuck with this movie. And it's very evident that the most recent Spider-Man film had an effect on this film. It was very evident, at least to me. And the director recently did an interview where the reporter just straight up asked him, was this the movie that you turned in? And his answers are some hot nonsense. But I understand why he wouldn't want to be specific on those issues, because there was some obvious meddling, and I'm sure he doesn't want to step on anybody's toes, and I can't blame him for that. And I think the worst thing about this whole experience is that I didn't care to begin with. I didn't care to begin with, and now I'm sitting here doing a review.
Time to let go of what you used to be. Discover who you're meant to be.
Alright, now we're going to get into some spoilers, because there's just a couple specific things that I was just... First off, this hospital where Morbius is at when he is a kid is probably the worst children's hospital ever. Where's the supervision? They're doing like blood transfusion dialysis multiple times a day, but they just hook the kid up and then leave? No nurse, nothing, not even a candy striper just to make sure, everything's working. When I had to have infusions, we were in a room, maybe like 7 or 8 patients, and there was like 3 nurses in the same room with us, constantly monitoring and checking everything. And then the kid who almost died can wander outside of the hospital alone to get his ass kicked. No supervision. Jared Leto kills at least 116 mice. And once again, with bad child patient supervision. When they find the nurse in the lab that has been killed, they're just walking these children past this dead body that's been there for a while. I have one note that I wrote down because I did take notes during this movie. I can't remember what it is pertaining to or referencing. It just says, is he not trying to hide it, or is he stupid? I don't... Oh! I can't... It was, I think it was when the bad guy just leaves his cane in the jail cell. Maybe that's when I wrote that. I don't know. But I think he did that just to fuck with Jared Leto. But that might have been where I got that note. Another thing that was just seemed like a waste was the female character. What did she do in this movie? They did nothing with that character at all. She's barely a love interest for both of them all of a sudden, which is weird. But then she's just killed so unceremoniously, and then, oh, she's not dead, maybe? Is she a vampire now? Because they had that joke earlier where he put his hand in the sunlight and was like, hi. And he says, it's not that kind of vampire. But now you're saying it is? And then the ending, he has 2 of the anti-serum things. And his original plan is he's gonna use one on his friend, and then he's gonna use the last one on himself. He says that's what he's gonna do. But then at the end, he beats his friend and gives him the anti-serum, and he dies. And then he just fucking flies away. And is gonna team up with the Vulture against Spider-Man. They do a Hulk reference for some stupid reason. Now my friend swears that when there's the scene where he walks into the bat enclosure and like the bats are all swirling around him, he says that they ripped off the Batman Begins music in that scene. I kind of heard it, but I wasn't 100% sure. Tell me what you think. The post-credit scenes, or the mid-credit scenes, what? I have no idea what happened in those 2 scenes. There's some bad ADR about, I don't know why I'm here, but I think it has something to do with Spider-Man. And they're just so clunky and just confusing, because where did he... I can't even make a sentence because I can't figure it out. You people out there, if you can explain the things in this movie to me, the credit scenes, etc., I'm here for it. Please explain it to me, because I don't get it. Mansplain it to me, I don't care. Give me some kind of explanation, I don't know, of just like what happened in and out of this movie. Damn it, I didn't care. Well, I don't really have anything more to say on this movie. It's just bad. It's not good. I mean, it's not a complete dumpster fire. I mean, I've seen worse movies than this, but this one is just confusingly bad.
Morbius.
So until next time, this is Lindsay signing off. I'll check you later.